Hello again, everyone. So I did a review on this model. It's by Tarmac Works Hobby, and I think it's one of their earlier releases. If you look at the wheels, they're just not really crisply done. The spokes are just way too thick, I think. It's something I would expect to see on like a $5 to $15 model, but for a Tarmac hobby, this should have been a little better. Although truthfully, this was on sale. I think I did pay less than 15. I think it was maybe 13 bucks. That's why I bought this thing in the first place. But if this was actually like 25, 30 bucks like usual Tarmac hobbies, I'd be pretty angry. But through the power of aftermarket wheels in 164, I'm thinking we can make this look a little bit better. It won't look like the photograph behind because I haven't seen anyone make those exact wheels, those BBS wheels. But let's see what happens. Let's first take a look at this thing, how to take it apart, because I honestly don't know. So sorry for the camera knock. There seems to be one screw here, in the front. So is there a tab or a screw in the back? That's what we don't know. Okay, so can it come apart? No. Okay, so now I am seeing. Right behind the muffler there, that's where the screw is. Okay, well I got it apart. I used one of these little plastic pry things that comes with those little mobile phone battery replacement kits, and I got it under there. Unfortunately, Tarmac used some sort of hard glue. Maybe it's like super glue or some sort of epoxy to glue their extra bits on. You can see here in the bottom, this muffler had two pins on it, and one pin here came off out of that hole, but the other pin, sorry, I don't know why it's not focused. There we go. The other pin, clearly it just snapped. It's still in that hole because there's a lot of glue right there. So no matter how much I pried it, I think you can clearly see all this white residue is the fact that it just glued it on permanently. You can even see the silver post there. So be mindful of that. It doesn't concern me too much because when I put it back on, it'll still cover that same area, so I should be okay. So I thought it might be nice to just look at the interior since it's out of the thing. It's your typical black interior, no extra color though. So again, for Tarmac Hobby, I have a Lancer rally car from Tarmac Hobby, and it's got a lot of cool details. So again, might be one of their very early releases, and it's simply not as good as their later ones. Alright, so we got these disc brake systems here. You can see they're alright, simple enough. There's a little tab here that keeps the brake from spinning while the axle will let the wheel spin. Okay, so let me try to figure out some wheels and I'll come back. Well guys, I found a wheel set that's somewhat close. It's not exactly the same. These are again by WORDC. I have a whole bunch of videos on these wheels now, but this one is the first one that I've used that actually has the disc brake system back in there. You can kind of see it there. Or, in fact, let me pull the model off and show you what's going on. So yeah, this one has a red caliper and there's a grooved rotor back there, but I gotta tell you, they're all identical. So these are sweeping in this direction on this side of the car, but then on the opposite side of the car it's going to be the opposite way, the grooves. So they're using the same exact rotor on all four wheels. So one thing I don't like about this WORDC brand is because they're designed for Hot Wheels, the rear tires are staggered widthwise. So I had to file away a whole bunch of this bottom plate here, and also I had to remove the entire side plate. So this is just resting against the fender and the bottom plate. There's no vertical plate here keeping it moving this way because I had to remove it. Ideally, WORDC would just give you 4 identical front size tires. Then it would fit on all these premium models. I'm not even sure. Yeah, I guess it would. This does fit on all Hot Wheels, but premium models are a little more accurate, obviously. So it would be safer to just have a narrower tire on all four of them, and then if you need to, you can always add spacers. But when you have such a wide tire, you can't. It's the opposite of spacers. You literally have to take away material from your model, which is kind of annoying. So, anywho, theoretically it does roll, but I'm going to just leave it in the position that the brake calipers are on the car. And it seems like Mitsubishi designed it kind of odd. They put the mass on the further away from the center of the gravity. You know, most other cars, the brakes are on the opposite side, so it's a closer center of gravity. I mean, it's a small amount of weight, but I guess it all adds up, right? If you took 4 brake calipers, that would actually weigh a lot. Alright, I just used school glue this time around to hold this in place in case I ever want to take it off again. No crazy glue, just school glue. Well, anyway, so the WORDC, you know, if you don't mind modifying your vehicles, the wheels themselves do look great. I mean, they're real metal. In this case, you got the brakes, but well, again, for comparison, I think it's a much better appearance there. Alright, well, I guess I'll see you guys in the next wheel swap. Thanks. See ya.